The other important tendency of today's Wahhabis is they avoid direct debate with knowledgeable people. This avoidance is yet another characteristic they share with the Khawarij. Knowledgeable Sahaba like Ibn Abbas challenged the Khawarij to debate, and in one instance, when the Khawarij accepted the debate, they lost and agreed to leave Kharijism. But in general, the Khawarij avoided debating the more knowledgeable Sahaba because they knew they would be defeated. Similarly, the Wahhabis run from debate, and they run for the same reason. Ibn Abdul Wahhab is legendary for being ignorant and for creating his movement out of ignorant tribes in the Najd. You'll recall in the quote we saw earlier, the great scholar Sanani describes Ibn Abdul Wahhab as being someone with a great deal of ignorance. During Ibn Abdul Wahhab's life, religious scholars in Mecca and elsewhere began challenging him and his followers to debates. They did this to expose to the public that Ibn Abdul Wahhab was ignorant and that his views were deviant, if not outright kufr. After being humiliated in public debates, Ibn Abdul Wahhab's followers ran away and stopped participating. Instead, they simply began killing those who disagreed with them. This is described by Ahmad Zaini Dahlan, the distinguished Shafi'i scholar and the Grand Mufti of Mecca. In the beginning of their movement, they sent a group of their scholars thinking they could corrupt the beliefs of the scholars of the two holy sanctuaries, meaning Mecca and Medina, and introduce doubts to them through lies and deception. However, when they arrived at the holy cities and presented their beliefs and what they relied upon, the scholars of the Haramain responded to them and established proofs and arguments against them which they were unable to refute. It became clear to the scholars of the Haramain that they were ignorant and misguided. They found them to be objects of ridicule and mockery, like frightened donkeys fleeing from a lion. Personally, I have experienced this from Ibn Abdul Wahhab's supporters. Remember, 2 years ago, I challenged my Madkhali critics to debate me. Not a single one agreed to the challenge. They claimed debating is a bid'ah. Really? It's a bid'ah? Sounds like you're just like those donkeys Mufti Dahlan was mentioning. Then, over the past few months, I've been challenging another group of Salafi sectarians to debate on the topics of takfir and sectarianism. I even offered one of these fools $2,000 to debate, plus the advantage of debate partners, so that would be 4 of them versus just me. And this time, the old debating is bid'ah excuse wouldn't fly because this person that I was challenging claims to be a professional debater. I even challenged the loudest defenders of Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab to a debate about their sheikh, but none of them accepted this challenge. The only response I got to these challenges was a lot of braying. They're truly the followers of their sheikh.